Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this replay review, and Mr. Grubby is playing versus Tyler1 coach. Yes, Tyler1 coach is named Knopf, he's from Sweden, and he's a very good orc player. And Mr. Grubby recently has been playing a lot as well on Warcraft Champions. Grubby broke 2200 MMR with every race, including human, and he was experimenting a little bit with Pala Rifle, with human, but as we can see now, he is going with the standard open air. There will be no Paladin first in this game, I assume, and I'm very excited to see what he's going to play versus Knopf. Can he win versus Knopf? That's my question with the off race. Of course, remember, it's just one game. If he wins, doesn't matter. If he loses, doesn't matter. Of course, we saw, ladies and gentlemen, how Mr. Grubby played off race versus Starbuck off race. That was a very interesting game with Warden and Naga second. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm very curious. Is Mr. Grubby going to play standard or not? So let's talk a little bit about what Grubby can play versus Orc. He can go for 2 farm tech, so you are producing only 3 footman, and that's it, and then you just switch into a rifle caster, or you can play a lot of footman with the defend ability and attack opponent burrows, or you can produce a lot of footman and expand. Usually those 3 options are on the table. Mr. Grubby knows the orc race very well. And let's see what he's going to do versus Mr. Knopf. Farm number 3, it means it's not going to be 2 farm tag, because farm number 3 is in production. So either it's going to be a lot of footman, guys. My bet is like he's produced up to 6 footman. So yes. And look at these people usually like to scout versus orc, but Mr. Grubby says, I mean, on low level, but on high level, they don't really scout versus orc because you don't get that much information. And with the 1 footman here, you just creep much faster. So Mr. Grubby is pulling a lot of militia and he's creeping very nicely here. Farm is on, the scout tower is on the way. If you see that your opponent is not harassing when you have full base wall off, maybe you don't need to upgrade this. It's about the mind games. So far we don't see what Orc is doing, and this is a little bit suspicious. We are on the springtime. Creeping level 3 here is hard, and Mr. Grubby is going for the small green camp in the middle. So I don't blame him for this, like if he does. Okay, oh, what is this, ladies and gentlemen? Mr. Knopf went for Blade Master with Windwalk. This is pretty exotic, and it's probably because he was afraid of Pala Rifle. If you don't know, Mr. Knopf basically tested Blade Master Windwalk into Taurens, and yes. So I hope that Mr. Grubby knows what to do versus Blade Master. Versus Blade Master Windwalk, what you should do if you knew in advance. No! Mr. Grubby got lost militia on creep, not like this. So as we can see, running with the Windwalk already, made Mr. Grubby to make a small mistake. Grubby still not tagging. Now he can press the tag button, but he's like fighting here for the items with Mr. Look at this Blade Master, so many items on the Blade Master. Grubby is producing so many footman. Grubby 500 gold. Grubby is not tagging yet. He's just fighting. Ladies and gentlemen, if it's not your main race, sometimes you float a lot of resources. It happens, but yes, Grubby is tagging. Grubby is producing more footman. Let's see if he's going to attack the orc base. Do we have boots of speed? No boots of speed for both players. Mr. Knopf probably has like nothing. So let's see what Grubby can do with this attack. He's probably tier 2 already, almost. And ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be dangerous. It's going to be dangerous. That's why playing Blade Master is so risky versus human. Mr. Grubby is just going to apply the pressure. It's a solo Blade Master, nothing else. Pala Rifle can't cross the map easily at the start of the game. The burrow got cancelled, but it's not the end of the world. Mr. Grubby is like, okay, I did enough. I cancelled 1 burrow. And he's actually pulling back, which is interesting for me. He has Dance of Appearance. He spotted the Blade Master. Great mind games, because Blade Master is not healing. And ladies and gentlemen, he spotted. Mr. Grubby is doing well. He's doing so well, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. Body block. Look at this, the body block on the Blade Master. Mr. Grubby has situation under control. Knopf needs to go back, but Knopf is very happy that he gets this additional time, ladies and gentlemen. And yes, Blacksmith for Mr. Grubby. That's a good option versus Blade Master. You just play Rifle Caster with MK, I think. Mountain King to just bolt the Blade Master and weaken him by a lot. Of course, we need, when our tier 2 is done, we need to add Arcane Sanctum for the beautiful priest. Are we buying Boots of Speed? Yes, we have Boots of Speed because Archmage is pretty fragile. We need to be able to run away from the Blade Man. And look, Knov is pushing. Mr. Grubby was forced immediately to teleport out. It was like shark attack. Nobody knows the shark attack. And Mr. Grubby is not human. The real human would be blocked in the base forever. The real human would be blocked in the base forever, but not Mr. Grubby. He teleported in the nice spot here. And look, he's hiding in the red camp. He's hiding in the red camp from Mr. Knov. He's hiding, look. Like, oh, this Blade Master may go here to Creepjack, but he's not going to kill my Archmage. Mr. Grubby, the creative play here. And remember, he's still getting experience. He's still getting experience, but okay, Dust of Appearance used. There is no Blade Master here. Level 3 spotted. We have Circlet now, so this Archmage is a little bit stronger. And tier 2 is done. MK, I like the choice. And probably Arcane Sanctum. Probably Arcane Sanctum that we need to power build to, yes, produce priests, rifles, and when we are around 50 supply, we just go, go, go. Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, he's power building the Arcane Sanctum with actually 3 workers in total. That's good, because yes, Archmage needs a lot of healing. Remember that we have Ice Troll Priest. He can heal, but all of the Merc's abilities are reduced by a lot. And because of that, ladies and gentlemen, this healing is not as sweet as the original Priest healing. Are we going to use Reveal ability from the lab? Mr. Grubby thinks about this. Reveal. He's like, okay, there is no Blade Master here, no need for reveal. Okay, good guess. And Ring of Regen, that's an amazing. Look at this Archmage back to full HP. And ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Grubby is getting this sweet 50 supply. MK is joining the party. Another Sanctum. This Sanctum is quite early. Okay, you know, I would invest into like rifle upgrades, but maybe we have so many footmen that we don't need rifle upgrade. Usually we go for second Sanctum when we are already 50 supply and we want to start adding breakers. A lot of breakers, right? So we stop rifles because we have enough rifles and we just want to add the breakers. We'll see about that. And you want to produce 2 at the same time. So far, Mr. Grubby is under 50. He's adding a Sorg Lady. And ladies and gentlemen, what is the Knov doing? Maybe Mr. Grubby doesn't care because he's like, okay, I'm going to be 50 supply and I'm going to push you. And what are you going to do about that? Are they going to... Oh, there is a Wyverns! Wyvern Spirit Walkers that changes things. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, what we can do, the big fight is here. Blade Master in the middle of everything has big healing potion. This is the Creepjack, but it's not that deadly. The Spirit Walker in the ethereal form, he can be bolted, not really. Grubby surrounded him, but ladies and gentlemen, 2 Wyverns are in the air. And we have Militia, nicely done. Okay, the fight looks even, ladies and gentlemen. I'm getting excited here. Blade Master has a big healing potion. Knov is fighting for real here. And remember, with that Spirit Link, your units are more immune, but not that much mass. Wyverns! What is Mr. Grubby going to do about that? It's a very exotic unit composition. Are we producing more rifles? Are we going for the flying machines? Ladies and gentlemen, Knov is getting momentum back. Look at this, he's chasing, but Wyverns are so fragile. The slow ability lasts forever. And ladies and gentlemen, Spirit Walkers, they don't have mana, so this pull on the Water Elemental is not available. And look at this, Mr. Grubby, cool as cucumber. He's clicking on the Wyvern after Wyvern. Okay, this is a chaos, very chaotic game. Another Wyvern needs to survive. The Blade Master is not attacking. Blade Master is going back. Remember that Blade Master should be the carry here. He has the invul, he's brave. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, nobody's expanding. It's 1 base versus 1 base. MK is still on level 1 only. The Wyvern got bold, and Mr. Knov is still trying to fight this, as he should. Look at this Wyvern trying to go back level 3. Very important for better healing. Knov is pulling back. Knov needs more time. He's staying tier 2. So it means that there will be no tier 3 power spike with the Orb of Lightning and third hero and stuff like that. Ladies and gentlemen, Knov is healing. Mr. Grubby wants to get this Frubolg Tracker. He can get an amazing item that, for example, Flute, so this True Shot Aura from Potom. And the item is Round Bracers. Probably the worst item because Orc is not hero focusing with spells. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the fight continues. Where is the Blade Master? Remember that he has the Invul, Heal, Wave use. There are Spirit Walkers. Do we have this pull? We need to start using this on those water elementals, but it hurts our spirit link, so it's a little bit of a bittersweet trade. Rifles are dying, yes. There are some leftover footies. What a fight, ladies and gentlemen. Another Wyvern goes down. One base versus one base. Knopf have supply lead. Mr. Grubby, what are you going to do about that? Of course, we see... Okay, he surrounded the Shadow Hunter with 3 workers. Grubby surrounded the Shadow Hunter with 3 workers. What? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, there is no TP on the Orc. And this Blade Master is so fragile. Invul was used. Orc maybe has supply lead, but he's so low. He surrounded the Shadow Hunter with 3 peasants. What? And he's keeping the surround build. Mr. Grubby is doing some miracle here. I can't believe what I see. Look at this bolt on the Blade Master, but it's like kind of defensive bolt. I don't know this. Leave this Shadow Hunter alone. Okay, Shadow Hunter. Look at him. He's not even attacking. He wants to move. He should be attacking. Okay, MK died, but what? No, the Shadow Hunter is going to die as well. Oh boy. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's tier 2 for the human, 3 production buildings, MKs in the altar. Shadow Hunter is back from the tavern. Was it a good idea? We'll see about that. Shadow Hunter needs some healing. Okay, what about the Archmage? Archmage is pulling back. Well, there is no Sword Ladies. We need to stop the Blade Master somehow. Mr. Grubby is like, okay, Saul, I'm just attacking, I'm just dealing damage, no problem here, one decent shot. But okay, Orc, 2 Sword Ladies! 2 Sword Ladies! This is big, this big. Shadow Hunter is healing, Blade Master is running back, he got level 4, he has Invul. Okay, the game is, ooh, level 5, there's a big level up. This one Raider dying, made available, you know, these big water elementals. And look at this, Mr. Grubby is marching. But the Orc base now is very secure. There is no mortars, there is no knights. And look at this Blade Master, he's still trying to fight. We are forced to use the Invul, or maybe not, healing wave on time. There is no orb, there is no tier 3 sadly. So yes, we need to pull back. No, the Blade Master! Blade Master! Blade Master! He survived! He survived! There is no experience on the Archmage, you know, the buff. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's see. Let's see, ladies and gentlemen. What is going to happen now? What is going to happen now, ladies and gentlemen? Let's go. We have Dispel. Okay. Okay, let's go. Spirit Link. Ethereal Form. MK is back. MK is back. What about the Blade Master? Can we kill? No, the MK. Surprise MK. GG is called. Ladies and gentlemen, what a game. What a game. And actually, Mr. Knopf almost made it work. So cool to see a game like that. Guys, thank you for watching. Consider subbing to the YouTube channel. And see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.